Hello, my darlings, and welcome to this reading with me, Bless Lily. Now, in this one, we're going to be taking a look at your immediate future. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you find it or it finds you, that's the exact right time. And the time frame that I am taking for this reading, I would say no longer than 2 months, yeah? So within the next 2 months. Now, I'm changing things up a little bit on my channel. There are going to be some videos that have no options, and this is going to be one of them. If it resonates with you, it does. If it doesn't, I'm going to have plenty more videos coming up soon. So stick around. All right, my darlings. As I'm shuffling the cards, say your name out loud or in your head helps you connect to the energies of the reading. And I want to begin this one by taking a look at what is going to leave your life, what you're going to have to say bye-bye to, or you might be happy to say bye-bye to. Ooh, hello. All right. So lie, pants on fire, right? So there's somebody who's been lying to you. And this thing is coming out. This lie, this deception, this person, and there's just this energy where somebody's being caught in the act, right? And you're like, what the hell? What the hell? So for some of you, literally, this is somebody who, I wouldn't say it's like you thought they were trustworthy, but you wouldn't expect this from this person. Let me see what they've been taking. Yeah, so for a lot of you, it's money or ideas that were bringing in money. It could be that somebody at work has been kind of passing on your ideas as theirs to get recognition, to get money, to get a bonus. But all of that thing is coming out into the open. And there might even be a bit of a conflict that's coming through over here, guys. Because you're definitely going to be pissed about this. And other people are going to be pissed about this because it kind of feels like maybe it wasn't just your idea or your work that they were taking credit for. It was other people's and other people's and other people's. And this person is being like removed from your life in one way or another. It's either that you won't have to see them at all anymore, or you won't have to directly interact with them. But there is going to be conflict. But after this, like there's just this energy where everything returns to normal. And I am honestly seeing people noticing how well you've been doing, how well you've been doing at work. It's like somebody was taking money away from you and from your household. And this is incredibly annoying. Because here, for a lot of you, my darlings, like you're going to get your money back, yeah? And you're going to be able to, I don't know, either put a down payment on a house or do like something nice to your house, buy like some sort of a piece of furniture that you wanted or some sort of electronic device or something along the lines. But let me say this, like it ends with a celebration. All of this like difficult thing, it ends with a celebration. Because look at this, something was holding you back. You might have been seeing a lot of 11s and 13s or 13s and 3s and lately. Because there was some sort of transformation that you were stuck in that wasn't allowing you to move forwards. So this energy of stagnation, this energy of kind of being stuck, like in the in-between land, is also leaving your life. And it's funny how I was talking about like, a couple of months, 1 to 3 months. This inability to move forward, inability to grow, inability to make a particular decision, inability to hear your soul call. Interesting. A lot of you have been giving yourself a hard time about something over here. And more, I'm seeing like there's this energy of conflict. Conflict at work. For some of you, it's conflict maybe with your relatives. It doesn't have to be, with the Five of Swords in reverse, guys, it doesn't have to be like an open conflict. It could be like, this passive aggressive, or maybe not communicating as much, or just not feeling like you can really connect with the person. I'm just feeling like this energy of being stuck. Of things that were good before and they were showing a lot of promise, and then they just got like you know, when you're stuck on neutral and you're like, I'm not really stopping and I'm not really going forwards. You're just like stuck in the in between. And it could be like this passive aggressive, this not talking to somebody or talking to somebody like in this weird way that makes everybody feel kind of uncomfortable. And that is actually also ending. And it could have a lot to do again with somebody not being honest, maybe being a little bit, I don't know, I want to say weird or closed off. And for a lot of you, you couldn't understand why. Like if we're not talking about work now, if we're talking about your significant other, or if we're talking about a friend, you know, a relative, it's just that there was like this period of a pause in communication or disconnect in communication of some sort. And that is definitely leaving. But I'm going to say this, guys. For some of you, it's going to be a little bit disappointing because you really thought that, I don't know, it's like you're changing your opinion about somebody. With the Five of Cups coming through in reverse, it's this energy of disappointment. It's this energy of disappointment. Some of you, you might not see the results with the nutritionist or the personal trainer that you might have hired or you've been working together with. Like you're not seeing the results over here. Does that make sense? So you might be tempted to change something, to stop working with them, but that person is definitely leaving your life. And that situation and that energy of stagnation, like whatever the reason was for that stagnation, a lot of you, it's going to be like ending up with a bit of a disappointment. But again, it's like, you know, the universe is opening your eyes to something. And you're finally getting closure. This is really important. The Ten of Swords is a difficult card. And for some of you, it might have even affected you physically, like this whole situation where your body was aching, your body was like giving you signs that the energy is not right. The energy is not right. And it got to the point where you might have like, I don't know, like have a backache, or you might have to, I don't know, for some of you, I'm seeing an operation of some sort. Like you had to have an operation or a minor, I don't know, minor surgery or something like this. And you had to like go for it, or you couldn't go for it. But with the cards like strength, you know, they're showing you recovery. So definitely whatever was holding you back is going to leave. But for quite a few of you guys, it's with a particular change that you're going to decide to make. Because you're no longer investing in something that wasn't working for you, or with somebody. You might change your doctors, nutritionists, that sort of energy. Some of you might even decide to go to a different gym. Some of you might decide to change banks. Do you see what I'm saying? It's the energy that wasn't allowing you to move forwards, that wasn't allowing you to finish that transformation. It's kind of like you were stuck. Okay, another thing, guys, that's leaving over here. I'm seeing some, this is very interesting. Only because I was experiencing this like not too long ago. But there's somebody who was making you a lot of promises when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, when it comes to passion, and they were not delivering. They were not delivering whatsoever. There were just a lot of blah blah and no action. And I'm seeing that somebody is just going to piss you off, and you're going to cut ties with this person because this person is acting like a fool over here, like literally like a fool. And you might have told them that, like, this is not okay, this is not okay, I'm not okay with that. And they were like, yeah, I understand. And then they repeatedly kept on doing the same thing over and over again. So I do feel like you guys are just going to be like, okay, you know what? It's time to like clean house over here. It's time to clean Tinder. It's time to clean whatever. It's time to clean my other dating apps. It's time to do this. It's time to do that. You know what I'm saying? You're just taking away your attention from people that just are there to waste your time. Because here I'm seeing this so clearly, that somebody who wants you, they physically want you, they physically are attracted to you. But for some of you, it's also coming through as a bloody energy vampire, honestly. Like a person who just likes to play games and play with your feelings and play with other things. But you know what I'm saying. But they're acting like a fool. They don't want to commit. They don't want to, like, when you hold them up to their promise, they're like, oh, this and that and the other and blah, 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 all of that. So you're like, no, you know what? It's time to make the necessary changes. Because for a lot of you guys over here, what I'm seeing is that you're not waiting for something to change or for somebody to change. You're like, F it, I'm just going to do things myself. I'm going to make the necessary changes. I've said it once, I've said it twice, yeah, and I'm tired of repeating myself. And this is what I feel that's leaving your life, guys. But what I'm seeing is like, this is such an interesting image that I'm seeing, like literally you with a big, big broom, just sweeping like situations, people away without like any guilt, any shame, any feeling that they might feel bad, and so on and so forth. Because actually, here you're putting yourself first. You're putting your energy first. You're putting your peace of mind first. And if before you were like, oh, what if I hurt them? What if this? What if that? What, like, if you made excuses for people, you're no longer making excuses for them, because a lot of people, they know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. Doesn't matter how dumb they might look, they know exactly what they are doing. Love it. Now, let me see what else might be leaving your life. I like the attitude over here, guys. I like the attitude. Because you are bringing that personal strength, that personal power over here. You're just fed up because you kept on bringing your energy and you kept trying to be lenient and so on and so forth. But now you're like, no, this is it. Yeah, exactly. Now, for some of you guys, if you haven't been able to sleep well lately, if you've been overthinking, if you've been worried about this situation of somebody stealing or somebody like passing on their ideas for yours, if you have been having nightmares, if you've been worried about some sort of, again, operation or medical procedure, or somebody you know or love having an operation or medical procedure, that is also ending. Because this is kind of like the period of desperation, a period of not being able to sleep well, of having nightmares, of kind of expecting the worst, letting your mind get the best of you. This energy is also going to go away because you're getting your strength back. You're getting your mind refocused on other things other than what could go wrong, how to deal with certain situations. Do you know what I mean? You're like literally, wow. It's time. It's time for me to step out of this energy. 9 of Swords, 10 of Swords, some fools hanging around your energy field. Nah, you're saying no more. No more, darling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just keep saying like the same thing. That you're cutting cords. You're cutting cords because you were bringing in a lot of emotion, a lot of love. I do feel like for quite a few of you guys watching, you have this warm, nurturing, beautiful, understanding, patient personality. But it was just leaving you high and dry over here. It was just literally leaving you unfulfilled. And for those of you guys who are on the lookout when it comes to your significant other and you've been dating a lot, another thing that's leaving is those empty dates, useless people once more, and people who you can count on. Like it's just like this energy. I don't know why there's so much deception and lies around you right now. It's like people are really two-faced. So it's either that you can, I don't know, somehow affect their career or somehow affect their love life, or they might have been, I don't know, using might be a bit of a strong word, but anyways, it's coming through. They might have been using you to get somewhere or to get to somebody. There's a bit of a brown nosing situation that might have been going on over here. Maybe from a colleague or again, or from somebody that you know, in order to get something or in order to get ahead. And you're like, nah, boy, or nah, girl, bye bye. Okay. Loving this energy. Now then, let's go ahead and take a look what's going to be coming in place of all of that stuff that is leaving. Because you guys, honestly, like, whenever you're going to be watching this, it kind of feels like spring cleaning. All right, now let's bring in the big guns and see what or who, or maybe what and who, is going to be coming into your life. Did you see that joy card? Let's see if it comes up. Let's see if it comes up again. All right, let's take a look. There's this energy of wisdom. All right, good stuff, guys. So for quite a few of you in near future, in your immediate future, first and foremost, okay, you get the wisdom from that stuff that opens up, from that life, from that mystery that might have been happening or might still be happening behind your back. You get the wisdom over here, honestly. And I really like that card because, yeah, you're going to be upset. Yeah, you're going to be a little bit stressed out, but you are going to be really quick when it comes to learning the lesson from that situation. So it doesn't have to repeat itself. Do you see what I'm saying? And for some of you, Wednesday might come through as an important day. And number 7, you could have been born on the 7th, or this could be happening within the next, what shall we say? Shall we say 7 days to 7 weeks? Yeah. Now, another important thing over here, guys, what I'm seeing is in your immediate future, you're going to have an opportunity to do some sort of training. It might be something little at work. You might have to coordinate some sort of training, or you're going to be presented with an opportunity to kind of like level up when it comes to your skills. Yeah. There's some sort of energy. If you've been worried about your exams or things like this, it's going to be cool. It's going to be fine. Like with the energy of wisdom. And another thing, like what I'm seeing, it doesn't necessarily have to be some sort of mentor or somebody like, I don't know, with high authority, but I am seeing somebody who's going to tell you, maybe even in one sentence or a couple of words, something that's going to mean so much to you. You'll be like, this is exactly what I needed to hear. And you're going to look at this person a little bit differently because you're like, oh, I didn't know you were that deep. Yeah. But there's definitely an energy of somebody coming through in the universe, passing the message on to you. But you guys are already, a lot of you, you're so experienced with all of that stuff. You're going to learn that lesson like this. And that wisdom is going to be golden. Golden. Trust. Look at this. Yeah, this is exactly what I've been talking about. Yeah. Because let me say this, for a lot of you, that person or that group of people who've been talking shit behind your back and trying to steal your stuff, guys, your intuition has been telling you. And you were just giving these people or person the benefit of a doubt. And now you're learning to be wise and to trust your gut, trust your intuition, trust your whoever you want to call it. Whatever part of your body gives you the information that you need to hear, you go and trust that part of your body. Yeah. In Russian, we say, I felt it with my butt. Yeah. So if it's, your butt telling you that things aren't right, listen to it. But yeah, in all honesty, guys, you're learning who to trust and who not to trust. That doesn't mean that you just cut people out of your life and you don't talk to them, because sometimes we have to interact with people that we don't like or don't trust. But we just know not to tell them a lot of things about us, yeah? Or to just kind of second guess? All right, let's see what else is coming through over here. Justice. Oh my God, guys, I love it. Now, especially for those of you who have been looking and waiting for that justice to come through, it's coming through. If, for some of you, my darlings, you're going through the very uncomfortable and unpleasant process of divorce or separation of assets or some sort of, I don't know, court situation thing, yeah, the outcome is going to be in your favor. So if somebody stole your copyright, or if somebody, it doesn't always have to be through court or justice or anything serious like this. This just card just talks about justice being restored, right? Because justice is coming to you. And another thing, my darlings, there's something about good karma over here, right? With the number 5. Don't know what it is, but they're letting you know that something you've done in the past, right? Say somebody like a beggar asked you for a couple of bucks or something like this. Something is coming back like fivefold, right? And I want to say this to those of you, my darlings, who have been loving the wrong people and lost all faith in in finding somebody that you're going to fall in love with, who will love you back the right way. No, guys, all of that love, all of that affection, all of that intent you've been putting out, trust me, it's coming back to you fivefold. Honestly, there's something about like things are about to multiply 5 times for you. Money, 5 times. Love, 5 times. Effort, 5 times. Do you see what I mean? You might get a bonus that might have a 5 in it or something like this. But 5 is going to be important. Justice is being served over here. And what you gave to the world is coming back to you. Nice. For some of you, honestly, guys, like if you're single, ready to mingle, there might even be like up to 5 people who you might be talking to pretty much at the same time. Because like there's just this energy of people being interested in you. And I know you only want the one. I know, darlings, but you gotta choose the right one, right? You gotta see what's out there and you gotta pick the one that feels right for you. And sometimes you gotta see the other 4 to understand that. Peace. All right, my darlings. After the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Swords, of course, the Peace card needs to make an appearance. Now, here we're talking about the peace of mind. Here we're talking about, you know what I'm seeing for some of you guys? This is very interesting. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be attracted to meditation by the fire, meditation with candles, working with the element of fire. Maybe doing some things like rituals when we're talking about burning things. Yeah, like in the old movies, or I don't know, maybe in the new movies as well. Like, when you break up with somebody, you put like all of their stuff in a bucket and you burn it. All right, yeah, it might seem a little childish, but you know what? It works. It kind of helps your mind get that understanding that it's over. But enough about that. It's more about finding that inner peace. And that inner peace is going to give you this light. Because the 10 of Swords and 9 of Swords, they're really dark cards. This is where we don't see the exit, when we don't see the solution, right? It's like in a dark room and you don't know where the hell the window is, where the door is, and so on and so forth. Now, when we are at peace, little by little, things start to light up. And in the dark room, even the light of a little candle can make a huge difference. Huge difference. And this is what I'm seeing for you, my darlings. A huge difference being made by you being at peace with yourself. And that little glimmer of hope starts burning brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And that feels so good. Now, for some of you, another thing that's coming through very strongly, guys, you're going to find something that gives you that inner peace. Some of you might work with a therapist. Some of you might work with somebody else who will help you bring out that inner peace. Some of you might find a meditation or an exercise regime or whatever that gives you that energy of peace, that gives you that energy of hope. I don't know why I want to add hope to this. Because for some of you, I feel like you are in the energy of desperation and hopelessness and kind of just drifting along. drifting, just being like, whatever. But it's not really peace. It's more about not wanting to accept certain things. But peace, it's more about when you accept things, the way that they are, make peace with them, and then see how you can change them if you're not cool with them, right? Okay, let me see what else is coming through, guys. In your immediate future, what is coming into your life? Oh, absolutely love this. Okay, so my darlings, at the beginning of the reading, I was talking about maybe not talking to somebody or not talking to somebody the way that you used to talk, but the friendship is being restored over here. Like you guys are reconnecting with somebody who is a true and honest friend. Clear up any misunderstandings. I do feel for a lot of you it was temporary. Maybe it was a stressful work situation. Maybe, I don't know, there was some sort of an issue over their partner, some sort of misunderstandings. Now, I do feel for a lot of you this friendship is something that's genuine, something that's maybe for a lot of you, my dears, you have been friends with this person for a really long time. And I don't know, you are going through something, they're going through something, there was some sort of miscommunication, and you kind of drifted apart. But here, I'm seeing that you guys are coming together, stronger than ever. And this is a very specific message for some of you guys. If you're moving to a different location, or you have moved in a different location, sorry, to a different location, and you couldn't find friends, you couldn't find people to connect with, have faith that you will find somebody who's very close to your heart, who will become a very close friend. Even if it's just for a certain period in your life, you will find that friendship. Because it kind of feels like you guys, with this energy of peace, you're going to get that joie de vivre back. Yeah, you're going to realize that I want to try something different, I want to try something else. So as you might change your nutritionist, or you might change your doctors, or you might change your yoga studio, or you might change whatever it is that you might change, you might be meeting some really good people over here. And that might be the reason for you to change, because you need to meet this person, because this person will introduce you to somebody else. And you see how the wheel of fortune starts turning and turning and turning and turning. So you can get your 5 times whatever it is. Beauty. Now, this one goes out to all of my lovelies who have been feeling very self-conscious lately. Very self-conscious, very insecure. And it's like you couldn't see your own beauty. I almost want to give you a hug over here, guys. Because here you're starting to see yourself differently. You might be tempted to make a very drastic change to your appearance. You might be tempted to go all natural. Whatever it is, go with the flow. Because you are starting to see the beauty through your own eyes, in your own way. Honestly, the beauty in a genuine laughter, the beauty in not constantly trying to control the way that you walk, talk, act, eat, present yourself. This is when the true beauty comes out. The beauty of the expression of yourself, the beauty on the canvas of your like soul, of your story, and so on and so forth. For some of you, you might decide not to hide your scars, freckles, your skin condition, your, I don't know, frizzy hair, whatever. And people are going to see this within you. And you will see this within you. That this is not a flaw, this is your this is your unique personal trait. Absolutely love it. And talking about the joy does come out. The joy does come out. Because it was hidden there at the bottom of the deck together with glamour. Look at this. But it does come out. And here what I'm seeing is, guys, honestly, for some of you, you might be very, very tempted to change your surroundings, to change something about your home, change the color of the walls. For some of you, you're going to be putting up new curtains, rearranging the furniture. You're just going to be like, you know what? I want to make my world beautiful inside and out. You might go into like this deep cleaning. You might go into changing, putting up pictures, setting up what you call them, shelves, buying books, bookcases, whatnots. Yeah. But you are just going to get so much joy out of it. So much joy out of it. But I absolutely love it. And there's just this feeling of happiness, you know, where you're like, you know what? Whatever comes my way, it's going to come anyways. So I'm just going to enjoy life. So it's kind of like this different approach where you go from worrying about something all of the time and maybe expecting the worst to just enjoying the moment. To just enjoying the moment. And my single folk, or those of you who have been looking for true love, have I got some good news for you? For some of you, within the next 26 days, yes, or on the 26th, you guys might be meeting this true love. Now, let me say this. It does feel like for some of you, there might be somebody coming back because this is a general reading once again. So don't throw any rotten tomatoes at me. I don't want my ex. Okay, if you don't want your ex, don't take them. But for some of you guys, the story is going to get a new chapter with your with an ex or somebody with whom things haven't worked out. So again, if you don't want your ex, don't take them. There's a new person coming for you. But if you secretly want your ex to come back, if you feel like the story isn't over just yet, they're going to come back. If it's your true love. If not, they're going to walk away into the sunset. Yeah? But it does feel like you guys are going to feel like with all of this beauty of beauty, with all of this energy of beauty and joy and friendships and creating new communities, networking, it does feel like you guys are very, very likely to meet that person over here. Creativity. Wow. I did not, I just, my mind just went blank and it expanded at the same time. I think this is what's going to be happening to you guys as well. So for those of you, my dears, who are very creative, yeah, and you have had some sort of writer's block, creator's block, I don't know, something block. The block is being eliminated over here. If you haven't been felt inspired, like if you haven't felt inspired, there's definitely an energy of an inspiration that's coming through over here. Definitely. And you start to create. And again, some of you might create a new style for yourself. Some of you might create a new surrounding for yourself. Some of you, my dears, and you know exactly who I'm talking to right now. Your mind, you know your mind is a freaking powerful thing. And this is, again, not going to be for everybody. For those who need to hear it, they will hear it. You will start creating a different reality. And sometimes when you do it, it freaks you the hell out. And you start thinking, no, this is a coincidence, this is the universe. This is your mind. This is your subconscious mind, and these are the powers that you have. Because again, sometimes, guys, it freaks you out. When you think about somebody, this person texts you or calls you. When you're thinking about a piece of jewelry and the next couple of days, you see somebody wearing it or you find it in a store or somebody starts talking about it. Do you see what I mean? It's like little things like this. And you start creating. And for a lot of you, you have been creating the type of love that's coming to you. But when you create from from the place of peace and beauty and joy, my darlings, you're creating a completely different relationship. Yeah? And now that you know who to trust, You know not to avoid the red flags, or you know that there's going to be there are going to be circumstances if you do avoid them. And again, I speak from experience. It's your choice now what to create. So you're feeling more in control over here, and you will become much more aware of your power to create. Fantastic. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at the important opportunities that are coming into your life in the immediate future, just for you not to miss out on them. Yeah. Messages. You may receive a text or form of online communication. So again, this is talking about being able to communicate with somebody. So if somebody is going to start talking to you, and I'm not talking about those people that waste your time, I'm talking about people who matter, or like a particular job or whatever it is, like a potential client, they're kind of saying like be open for a dialogue. So maybe like with this particular situation, and you will know exactly which situation it is, maybe don't go like too like just try to compromise. This is what they're saying. So I was trying to think of an example, like it doesn't have to be just yes or no. It's not always just black and white. There has to be like this energy of like somewhere in the middle. And that's why all of these beautiful different colors are coming through over here. But there are definitely going to be messages over here. So they're kind of saying like, give it your time. Oh my gosh, letter, discussion, letter, again, information, communication, exchange, disclosure, message of importance, guys. Message of importance. So for some of you, it could be something official. Something to do with your visa, something to do with your residency status, something to do with a potential employer, somebody's, I don't know, invitation to something. So discuss. This is like the kind of thing that discuss. Okay. Yeah, look at this, because something that's been frozen, that was in a state of being dormant, has the potential to come back to life over here. Right? Because this card says something or someone in this situation has gone cold. Some things are meant to remain in a state of winter, others can thaw out and be brought back to life again. So you're going to be, deciding what you want to do. Do you want to freeze that situation, or do you want to bring out that candlelight with the peace energy and see whether it can melt? Now, for some of you, I'm talking about love over here because we're talking about a bond, yeah? And this is exactly what I've been saying at the beginning of the reading, or maybe throughout the reading, to be honest with you. Your bond deepens as you surrender to the purity within your heart. Now, for some of you, again, it does talk about somebody coming back. It does talk about somebody wanting to discuss things with you. But again, general readings, my darlings. So listen to your heart on this one. But for quite a few of you, there's reconnection with somebody important. After a break, after a breakup, ties have been severed in a situation, release what doesn't serve you. So it's funny, they giving me like two options. It's funny how I decided to do reading with no options. They're like, okay, we'll adapt and we'll give you two options within one option. Yeah. So for some of you, it's make it. For others of you, it's break it. But whatever it is, they're saying communicate and let it be what it needs to be. Now, another important message, guys, over here, there are going to be opportunities to take some time out, to take care of yourself, but be careful that it doesn't turn into isolation, because it might have been your coping mechanism for quite some time now. And the kind of saying, like, be careful that you don't go back into your old ways. New opportunities are being revealed to you. And again, the kind of saying like, listen to your intuition. Listen to your intuition. Yeah, because you got to be able to discern the moment to moment gratification from true fulfillment. Your intuition is going to help you over here, my darlings, big time. All right, I think that's what I have for you, my darlings. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're up for a personal read, send me an email. The email's in the description box below. And of course, do check my Patreon page out with over 120 exclusive videos, additional discounts on personal readings, and much, much more. All right, my darlings, take care of your beautiful selves now. Bye.